So I am back again today. I was trying to come back over the weekend, but it just didn't work out. I was so busy over the weekend. I have been, like, for the past 2 weekends, like, decorating for Christmas. Um, we started taking out the Christmas stuff, putting it outside, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, and then doing inside, and I'm still not done. I did my small Christmas tree, which I might include at the beginning of this video. My small Christmas tree is pretty easy to decorate, easy to put up, and that is the one I usually have in my nursery at my other house. It was always in my nursery for Christmas for my babies, but this house, as you know that watch me, I don't have a separate nursery. So I decided to put my small Christmas tree out in the hallway. It's like, I don't even know if you would call it a hallway. It's in between all of the bedrooms, that little area out there. So, and it's like a square. It's not really a hallway. So I'm not sure what would you call that. But I put it out there so as we come out of each of our room doors, you'll see the Christmas tree out there. So it's kind of adding to the Christmas decorations in the house, because now we have like 2 Christmas trees for everybody. Normally my nursery would have had the small tree and it would just be in my nursery. So I kind of like it in the hallway. It kind of adds to Christmas all over the house type of thing. And the Christmas tree, the big tree in the living room, is up. It has lights on it already. It has the star on the top, but usually we don't actually decorate that one with everything, with the ornaments, until the day after Thanksgiving, which I don't even know if we're going to be able to do it the day after Thanksgiving this time, which I'll go into that in a minute. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my nursery. Please subscribe if you are new here. Everyone, give the video a thumbs up. Hit that like button for me, please. And if you're subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell so you'll be notified of all videos when I upload. So yes, and hopefully all of you are doing well, having a nice Monday. I've been busy since morning. I was busy all weekend, and it's just gonna be ongoing for me pretty much straight through to next week where I'm busy, okay? So, anywho, I have my little Rosie. You guys haven't seen her in a while. This is little silicone baby Rosie by Paradise Galleries. I have not done a video with her in a long time. So I figured I would come on with her. I actually want to give her some eyelashes. I just thought about that right now as I'm looking at her. But I guess she'll get them whenever I start rooting the next baby that I'm almost finished painting. I will give Rosie eyelashes. I don't think I want her to have hair. She is a baldy. And I don't know if I said Rosie by Paradise Galleries, this baby. So she is a baldy. Usually I keep her with a headband on or a little hat like I just took off of her. But I had her in a headband for a long time, had not really changed her, had not done a video with her. And I noticed when I took the headband off, if you guys can see it, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. Sometimes after it uploads, you can see stuff. But you kind of can see it when I do like that. The headband actually left an indentation on her silicone, because normally I don't have bald silicone babies, and I guess if they don't have hair and you put that headband on and it's tight, it can leave that impression on their silicone. So now I will not be leaving her in a headband other than for photos, and then I will put her in a hat. And I don't think I want her to have hair. I don't know. But as of right now, I don't think I want little Rosie to have hair. She is a micro preemie, as you can see. I got her, it was this year, like I think like maybe around March or something like that. I got this baby this year. And she is very affordable. They still have her on Paradise Galleries, just in case anybody's interested. I believe she's like 11 inches or 12 inches, something like that. She's not super soft, but she is soft because she is silicone, but she's a firmer silicone. She is what you would call manufactured silicone because she is poured by Paradise Galleries. I can't think of her sculptor name right now, and I don't have her paperwork out, but she is sculpted by an actual artist. She's not a replica. She's an actual sculpt, the Rosie sculpt. And the next time I do a video with her, or when I'm done, I may put her sculptor on the screen so you guys can see, just in case anybody's interested in her. But what I like is that she is a full body silicone, and she is authentic, and she is affordable. So I was like, I'm going to try it out and, you know, bring her home. And when I got her, I was looking for preemie size babies. So she just fit what I was looking for, because I kept saying I want to bring home preemie babies. I've had other preemie babies, but all of them, I always end up selling them. Even if I paint them, I root them, I'm saying I'm going to keep them, I end up selling them. This baby, on the other hand, is the one that's still here because I think it's because she was affordable. For some reason, that made me hold on to her. The ones that cost more, I end up eventually selling them off. For whatever the reason, I will be like, oh, I want another baby. Oh, I need to do this or that. Or I want to buy this or that, so I need to sell a baby. And I end up the more expensive, higher end dolls. I notice I will tend to sell them faster than if I get an affordable baby. They stick around longer. She's not perfect. She's not highly detailed, but she's the one that stuck around. And that's something I was thinking about over the weekend. I'm like, maybe I need to just start getting more affordable babies, which that's what I want to do anyway. I've had my time with the high-end Claire Taylor dolls over the past at least 6-7 years with Claire Taylor dolls. I've been collecting for going on 11 years this month, collecting these lifelike dolls. And finally, I had my run with the high end. Not saying I'll never bring home another high-end doll. If I see where I want to and it's possible, I will. But right now, I don't want to spend. I'm trying to cut down on my spending. So I'm like looking for dolls that, you know, are more affordable and obtainable, and I keep them longer when they more affordable. And also, like when I paint my own dolls, that also makes the hobby more affordable. And that is why I originally started painting my own dolls back in 2017. I started with the vinyl Reborns painting for myself because it made them more accessible, more affordable for me. And then I began rooting them, and then now for the past 3 years, since 2021, I have been on and off painting my own silicone dolls, and that definitely makes them more affordable when I buy blank and paint it and root it for myself. And I can also sell them, and I can also paint them and then keep for myself if I choose to keep one. But definitely painting for myself has made the hobby more affordable. And then I like with these Paradise Galleries dolls, she's my first one that I've brought home. For me, being that I paint most of my babies myself, it's nice sometimes to bring home a baby that I did not paint myself, where I could just bring it home, open the box, and enjoy the baby. And at the same time, it's affordable when buying from a company like Paradise Galleries or Ashton Drake. It's definitely more affordable, and you're still getting authentic dolls. And they can be more of a budget baby for you. Definitely for me. So anyway, what I wanted to do is change little Miss Rosie here. And guess what I see? That bottle is leaking. I hate when that happens. It's supposed to be sealed off, but somehow the milk is coming out. I don't know how that's happening. But anyway, I also have this little guy wrapped up or bundled up back here. And this is my little Pascal. For some reason, my ring light looks like it's drowning out their color. So this is Little Pascal by Joanna Kazmierzak. And I just love this little guy, as you guys know. And he is painted and rooted by me. And I've had him now, I want to say at least a year since he's been in my nursery too. So he is just in a onesie, so he needs to get changed too. What I'm trying to do is change these two babies for Thanksgiving, because I do not have a lot of Thanksgiving clothes. So it's not possible for me to change all of my babies for Thanksgiving. So I picked my two littlest babies to change. He's my littlest vinyl reborn boy. And then Rosie that I was just holding is my smallest silicone girl. So I figured I'll pick a boy and a girl. And I picked my two smaller babies. And right now I'm just loving this little one here. So again, he's the one I'm changing first for Thanksgiving as far as the reborn babies. And I had changed him first last month for Halloween. So again, he's the one I chose to change. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. So what are you guys planning for your Thanksgiving? Because it is fastly approaching. And for me, usually I cook every Thanksgiving. I always have. And so this year I'm cooking, and I usually cook a lot, okay? It's just most of the time me and my kids, sometimes their friends might come over or something like that. And my significant other, of course, makes, share Thanksgiving with us. But other than that, it's not like I'm inviting a whole army of people over, but I cook like I'm inviting a whole army of people over. And I don't know why, but I cannot cook a little bit for Thanksgiving. Now, Christmas, I don't cook as much. But for Thanksgiving, I cook like the big pans of macaroni and cheese and lasagna and a big turkey and a big ham. Like everything has to be big, okay, when I cook for Thanksgiving. So this is the little pants she had on. They're too big for her. They are Carter's preemie, but she can kind of fit them. I mean, a preemie size baby, their clothes usually are gonna be a little big, but that's kind of normal. So it's not like everything has to fit a preemie. Now this t-shirt, this onesie is too small for her, but I just left it on her. I was trying it on her. It actually has little pants to it and booties and all of that. And I had bought this one from someone who sizes the clothes down. But this one should fit an 11-inch baby, 12-inch baby, but it doesn't. It's too small. But I left it on her. It has these cute little pants that go with it, but she couldn't fit the pants. They kind of short. And then the onesie is kind of short. And then it had these cute little booties she made with it to match the onesie, but they're too small for her feet. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll eventually have a baby that small. But she definitely is too big for this outfit. So that's also why I wanted to come and change her. Now, Rosie, and I'll go back to my Thanksgiving conversation in a minute because I tend to jump around and then I forget what I was talking about. Rosie, I had, those of you who watch my channel regular, I had tried to reborn Rosie after I got her. She is in a Caucasian skin tone, as you can see. She doesn't have a lot of details, like she doesn't have veins and all of that stuff. She has a little bit of blushing on her knees. Her little toenails and her fingernails have little tips on them. As you can see when I show her, her little lips are rosy colored. And her name is Rosie, and I feel like the name Rosie just fits her. So I left her name Rosie. But when I got her, I wanted to try to make her a little bit more detailed and a little bit darker in her skin tone. So I had painted her and everything, but it didn't work out because the paint with this baby, because she's manufactured, I guess, is I'm assuming, I don't know, that when they are doing the manufactured silicones, they are mixing the pigments into the silicone when they pour the doll, so the paint is already in the silicone. That's what I'm thinking. So therefore, when you try to paint over it using the silicone paints and pigments, it does not cure well to this, because however they mix it, blend it, and mix in the color already and pour it, it just, for some reason, it does not cure to this silicone. It was a little cured, but I was able to strip it back off, which means it wasn't cured. Because if silicone is actually cured on, you cannot get it off so easily. And so I was able to, it took me a couple of days. I was working on getting that silicone back off of her that I painted on. And it was a nice color. I liked how it looked on her. She would have been like a biracial color, but it just would not cure properly in some areas. It's like some of the areas were cured, most of it was not completely cured. So I just worked on it and worked on it until I stripped it all back off of her. And the reason I discovered is that her paint is, I believe, poured and mixed into the silicone, or mixed in and then poured, is because when I stripped the paint off of her that I put on her, her paint still is intact, like I never did anything to her. So that's when I said, oh, okay, it must be where they actually mix in the color first, the pigment, and then they poured it all. So her color is mixed into her silicone. So it doesn't come off at all. She stayed just like this, even with me stripping off the paint I put on. It did. Her paint is totally intact, which is weird. But I'm happy it stayed intact, because I was worried that I would have messed her up when I was trying to, take off the paint I had did. And the funniest thing is, while I was taking the paint off of her, it made me bond with her more, where like I really love this doll, because during the time I'm trying to like strip the paint back off of her that I put on, I was worried that I would have damaged her paint and totally ruined the whole baby. But she's like still perfectly intact, like nothing never happened. And during that 3 or 4 days I was stripping the paint off of her and cleaning her off and bathing her, it gave me this time where I all of a sudden was worried about her, being intact when I was all done and being good and not being damaged. And it made me like form this whole bond with this baby. Is the strangest thing, but that's what ended up happening. It made me bond even more with little Rosie. So this is the headband I had on her, a regular headband, but it's where the person I bought it from, she put this one of those little cable ties on it, a teeny one, where you can pull the headband to adjust it to the baby size, because it's supposed to be for a preemie baby's head instead of full size. You see that extra piece back there? So I left it this size. It fit her head really well, but it fit tight. And that is why I guess it left the imprint on her head, because it's really, really tight on her. So she can still wear it. It's just that I have to remember to take it off of her and not leave it on her for long periods of time. So I want to change her diaper in this video. She's wearing one of those micro preemie diapers, and I don't know if I have another one of that. And if I do, I don't have it over here now that I'm looking. I have these little ones, and they are too small for her. I bought those off of eBay a long time ago. And I could have sworn I had another one of these, but I guess I used it when I did have my Kimberly Preemie doll. I must have used them for both of them. So, let's see. I have this kind, which is Pampers Preemie 1, P1. She can fit these, but they fit her big. So this baby is also anatomically correct. And she's sculpted pretty realistically. And for some reason, I just cannot remember the artist's name that sculpted her. I cannot remember. Before I could remember, but I haven't said it in a while on a video. I haven't shown her in a while. So for right now, it just won't come back to me. Who is her sculptor? Cannot remember. But I will try to remember to put it on the video screen when I edit, or I'll put it under the video in the description. So she can fit these diapers. They just a little bit bigger on her. See how it comes up her back? But it also will help her to fill out her clothes, being that I'm putting bigger size clothes on her. So what I have to put on her is, well, I took out more than one thing because I don't know what's going to fit her. So what I want her to wear is this gobble gobble turkey outfit. But looking at it is going to be so huge on her. So I don't know, can she wear this? Then I had took out these little pants with the ruffles on the back. They're like gray, heathered gray. They're also Carter's Preemie. I feel like these little pants will fit her better. And then I took out this long sleeve onesie. And it has like little animals on it, giraffes and lions, and they are gray with brown. And this is also a preemie Child of Mine by Carter's, but it's the older one. So to me, the older ones are smaller than the newer Carter preemies that I have. These are really, really slim and narrow, and I feel like she could probably fit this better than the gobble gobble. So maybe I'll have another preemie this week that I could put the gobble gobble on. And I've had that preemie Thanksgiving outfit. It's brand new. I bought it like I want to say 2 years ago. Or last year before Thanksgiving, like in 2022 before Thanksgiving. But then I didn't end up using it because then I didn't have my preemie babies anymore. I had sold it before Thanksgiving came. So I had an outfit and no baby. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just save it because I know that I want to still have preemie babies in my collection. So I have been collecting preemie baby clothes for, I want to say, the past 2 years or so. So I do have quite a bit of preemie clothes that I was looking through that I did collect over the time. I put all of them together now in one bin because I didn't even know I had that many. So this one is a little big too, but you can kind of squinch it up on her. She could get away with wearing it. But yeah, so I have Jasmine. I'm working on silicone baby Jasmine. She is a preemie size that I'm painting right now. Um, I was supposed to be keeping her. I'm so torn. I don't know if I'm going to keep her or if I'm going to just bring her on. I'll share her with you guys maybe tomorrow. I will be finished matting her. If not, it'll be Wednesday. And I will try to decide, am I going to sell Jasmine or keep Jasmine? She is the partial cuddle baby Jasmine, silicone by Silicone Studio, number 2, Kathy Romero Biscotti. And I've been painting her for a couple of weeks now. She's the second Jasmine. The first Jasmine went home about 2 weeks ago to her mommy. So as I said, I was working on a second Jasmine. And it was a few people that was interested. So if you're still interested, I will share her in a video either tomorrow or Wednesday. And I will decide if anybody wants her, I'll see. Or I will end up keeping her. I don't know. So anyway, I might try that gobble gobble outfit on Jasmine. I think this would fit Jasmine better because she's a little bigger than Rosie. So we will save this little Thanksgiving turkey for Jasmine. And now we're gonna switch to, let's see, I'm gonna change this pink hat. This is a little green preemie hat that I was gifted. It's so pretty. It's like a sage green, which she is not wearing sage green. But I think it looks better on her than the pink because her little shirt has like that gray on it. The little animals are gray and her pants are gray. So to me, the green hat looked better with the gray than the pink. And then I had these little socks. I'm going to put them back on her. I think they're preemie size socks. They like a little off-white color. So she got on a few different colors, but it's okay. When I used to dress my real babies, they wasn't always matching. Long as they was clean and they was comfortable, I did not try to match everything they were wearing. The hat might didn't match the hand mitts, and the hand mitts didn't match the socks, you know, but they was clean and they was comfortable. So sometimes I seem to dress my doll babies the same way like my real babies. Long as they clean and little Rosie is comfortable. She's a little preemie. She doesn't have to match everything, right, Rosie? And there she goes. So, oh yeah, and back here I have another of my small babies in this little blanket. It is my little birdie. He's by Cambry Dolls, and I painted him myself. And I just think he is adorable too because he looks so realistic, but he's just so tiny. And I was going to change him too, but he has on this little outfit and it's like the colors for now. So I'm not going to change him yet because his colors actually match the season. And he has this little passy. It's like a little fully plastic pacifier. And it just fits right in his mouth so easily. So I'm going to leave that with him. And then Rosie doesn't have an open mouth. She has a magnet. So I'm going to leave her with her magnetic one. I'm trying to think, does she fit this white one? Oh yeah, she fits this one too, which I had really took out for him. And again, now I didn't change him yet, and look where the video is at, 30 minutes already. This is her little seat that I bought for her. I'm gonna put her back in her seat. And There she goes. She fits in it so perfectly. And I just have her sitting on my bed most of the time in her little seat. And then I keep him with her. I named him Corey. First it was Elijah, and then I changed it to Corey. So now he's kind of Corey Elijah. So he has two names, this teeny little baby. Because I believe at first I wanted him to be Elijah. And then I said, no, I want him to be Corey. So now he's Corey Elijah. And this little guy is Malik Pascal. And I'm going to just put him in this Thanksgiving little hat, turkey hat, with the little booties with it. And I'm going to just put this long sleeve cream color Kate Quinn little onesie on top of the onesie he's wearing. Because the little hat and the booties don't come with anything. So you kind of have to kind of improvise and make your own little outfit. So I'm going to just put him in a onesie. I love this baby in just onesies where I can see his little legs. That is his little half belly plate. And let's change his diaper. Newborn pamper I'm going to put on him. And he's wearing a newborn pamper. We're going to just change it out. So as I was saying, I'm cooking for Thanksgiving, and I'm always anxious when I have to cook all this food. I usually start days ahead before Thanksgiving so that I'm not like cooking all day on Thanksgiving. But this year I have more anxiety because I'm going to have to cook even more ahead because I'm also trying to go on a little rendezvous with my significant other for Thanksgiving. And my kids are not happy about that, let me say. I'm usually home with them every holiday and my grandchild, like since I now have a granddaughter also. So this is something new for me and it's kind of giving me anxiety. And I figured I would share it. Somebody else could be going through the same thing or have went through something like this where you have your kids, but then I'm in a new relationship and then I'm wanting to spend time with the new person in my life where we're going to go somewhere and the kids are going to be home, but my kids are older now. So he's like saying, oh, they're old enough to be home by themselves. You don't need to be home with them all the time. But I'm trying to explain to him it's Thanksgiving. It's like weird for me to be away for Thanksgiving. I'm not used to, I don't think I've ever been away from my kids during the holidays. And if I did, maybe one Thanksgiving I'm thinking it was, and they were way younger. And it was when my husband was living. So they were home with their father. And I think I went to visit my parents or something because my mother was sick. So I went to visit my parents in New York for Thanksgiving. And I cooked Thanksgiving dinner up there that year. Matter of fact. And it was Thanksgiving. And I think that's the only time I was away for a Thanksgiving, away from my kids. And that was years ago. Like they were way younger. So this will be the first time now that they're older that I won't be home for Thanksgiving. Usually the holidays I'm home. So this is new for my kids, new for me. So I'm kind of stressing. So now I'm going to have to start cooking even more ahead of the holiday. To make sure I have enough time to get all of the food done. We're going to have our little Thanksgiving a little early before Thanksgiving, where we'll have a Thanksgiving here together at home. Then I will be cooking definitely enough food where they can just pop it in the microwave and warm it up. My Thanksgiving food, I cook so much that it usually lasts for like a week or more after Thanksgiving. We're eating leftovers. So definitely they'll have food to nibble on and warm up and all of that for a while after Thanksgiving. So it's just that I'm going to try to do where we have our dinner here before I go anywhere. So that is my plan. Let's see if I could turn you guys back this way before I get off the video. So that is little Malik. He's so adorable. I love him and stuff like this because he looks so newborn, and I don't really want to like dress up. I like him in like onesies and booties and little hats, like things like this. I think he looks so adorable. The hat is huge on his little head, but that's okay. But yeah, guys, so I figured I'd share that. Every now and then I share a little bit of my personal lives with you guys, just so you could know a little about me, other than that I am definitely an avid dog collector. I also have real life things going on at times. So I'm like really stressing about Thanksgiving this year for real. Trying to figure out what day should I start cooking on, how many days ahead, and I guess we're gonna do our Thanksgiving, me and the kids here, on Tuesday next week before Thanksgiving. And because I'll be leaving to go away on Wednesday, the next day before Thanksgiving, the day before. Like, I'm so not used to going anywhere for no holiday. And I'm not one that goes out a lot anyway, which I've said that before. But since like I'm in a new relationship, I have to try to go out sometimes, get away from my kids sometimes, make time for the other person in my life, you know. And he works a lot. He works 6 days a week most times. And a lot of holidays he works. But he took off for Thanksgiving, took extra days off. So we're supposed to go somewhere. So here we go. I'll let you guys know how it all works out for me. But anyway, what are you guys planning for Thanksgiving? Share in the comments below, or if you have any advice for me, please feel free to share below. And so I will be back again before Thanksgiving, hopefully. I'm trying to finish up little Jasmine, like I said, and I'm going to see if anybody's interested in her. I'll put out feelers for Jasmine. If anybody wants a silicone preemie size AA skin tone Jasmine by Kathy Romero Biscotti, painted by me. When I share her, she'll be bald, but I probably will end up rooting her. But if anybody might be interested, when you see her, it may be tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll share her. Hopefully I'm done matting her and everything by then. Then I may not keep her. I may sell her if someone is really interested, seriously interested in her. So I will come back with her, and that might be the only video I can do before I start having to cook, because I'm going to have to start cooking like, I don't even know, Saturday, Friday, to be done by Tuesday. I don't even know how I'm doing this. It's stressing me out. Like, I woke up last night like 2 a.m. and I didn't go back to sleep until like 5 a.m. That's how much I'm thinking about how am I doing all of this. And then I have to pack my bag. Like, I don't know. Anywho, I will talk to you guys soon. And if you're new to my channel, my husband passed away in 2016. So it's mostly been me and my kids from 2016. I've had other, friendships, relationships since then. So, but it's been a long time kind of with a serious relationship, I want to say. So it's like I'm starting all over. So all of this is new to me. It's like I'm restarting life at my age. I'm restarting. So anyway, guys, take care. I will be back soon with that new baby to share with you, and hopefully it'll be tomorrow. Take care. See you in the next video.